Yo, it's your boy Logos. And I originally wasn't gonna do a video about this because I figured maybe I'm just over exaggerating. I'm taking it too deeply. But then I read some people trying to defend this, and I said, screw it, I need to talk about it. Keep in mind, I don't think I'm perfect. I don't consider my opinion to the end all be all of any other person's opinion or thought. I think you should think for yourself because at the end of the day, you're born on this earth to live your own life, live your own legacy, and have your own type of stamp or mark on this world. And the best way to do so, if you ask me, is to think for yourself and come to a logical conclusion about whatever you believe in. With that being said, I find this shit disrespectful. At first, I was a little lenient and I wasn't too sure, but I find it pretty disrespectful. Today is MLK's birthday. This man risked his life, his freedom, and a whole bunch of other things for us to have this day where we can celebrate him and live the life of freedom and civil rights within America. I truly don't understand why it's necessary to doctor, edit, and fuck up his historical photos to make it into some type of joke. And I love to laugh. I love dark humor. The more fucked up a joke is, it's usually more funny to me. But maybe it's because I love history so much. Maybe it's because I study history so much. And even when it comes to outside of things like black community related people or black leaders, I really truly rarely find it funny. But when it comes to something, serious as this with MLK and what he did, what he accomplished, what he sacrificed, I just don't understand. And I truly don't understand it from the people that claim to be blackity black, the ones that just wave around, the black power fist all the time, who tie their complete identity and personality with their skin color, and they can't see the world outside of race and race conflicts and all this other stuff. I don't see how these type of people could defend this. If you ask me, if I was a militant, like, pro-black person, I wouldn't want anybody to disrespect Martin Luther King Jr. I wouldn't want anyone to disrespect Malcolm X. I don't need you to doctor or edit or try to make fun out of his pictures. He is a great man who demands respect and deserves respect. Why can't we just be serious from at least once a year about people that deserve it? Everything has to be some type of stupid, ignorant little joke. And I can understand certain people say you're taking this too seriously, it's not that deep. If you ask me, our inability to take certain things seriously is the reason why we're in the certain positions that we are. The reason why we don't have the same amount of success or wealth or many other things is because we constantly make excuses for stupid, ignorant ass behavior for the sake of saying, it's the culture, it's our way of life, that's how we are. Like, it is so freaking stupid. It don't matter if it's something like here's the thing to it. If you're a grown person and you want to get grills, that's fine. I don't like grills, I never understood it, but you're not me, I'm not you, and thank God for that. But either way, I don't understand why Martin Luther King Jr. needs to have grills. I don't understand how having a grill is such an integral part of the culture. It's so funny. We can have stuff like gangster rap, killing each other, selling drugs, spitting the block on the op, and we praise these people as icons and legends and all these people that you should revere and put on the pedestal when they really don't contribute shit to society except violence and bullshit. But when it comes to certain people that actually do contribute stuff to society that actually has a positive impact, it's all a joke. Like, come on, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just an old ass man in a young man's body, and I'm just talking out my ass like some old man talking about back in my day. We just used to live in the good old days, and we used to walk 40 miles through the snow and hell and back to get to school. Like maybe that's really what it is. I don't see it that way. I just see this as disrespectful. And like I said, if you want those people that wrap yourself up in your blackness. Like that is who you are. Everything that you do, everything that you think about is related to you being black. I don't understand how you could just be so flippant or cool or coy with Martin Luther King Jr. of all people having his pictures edited with a do-rag. And I have no problems with the do-rag. Honestly, I have a do-rag, but I rarely even wear it because I really don't need to. But I had a do-rag. Grills always say how I feel about that. There's nothing at all wrong with raves. The whole point is, he's a great man. These are great historical pictures, and they are in color too. They're not in black and white. He is more than enough on his own. Why do we have to bullshit these types of things? Why can't we just not take? Why can't we just take stuff seriously? Why can't we just say, hey man, this is, you don't need to joke about this. It's not worthwhile joking about. This is his birthday. Like, seriously. I don't get what's wrong with people. Seriously, man. I truly just don't get it. At a certain point, if you want to get the things that you want, you have to change your behavior or your way of thinking to do so. Nobody's going to force it on you. Nobody's going to give you what you want because you think you deserve it. No, you have to change your actions and your way of thinking. And that's the only thing I'm saying. We can't just treat people who are leaders within our community, who are worthwhile leaders of our community, not, entertainers and all this other bullshit, or athletes. Worthwhile leaders that sacrifice their life, safety, and freedom for us. We can't just hold them in a higher, degree of respect. Is that really so much to ask? Is everything a joke to y'all people? Is everything's worth a laugh? Are you really to sacrifice any and everything just to fucking poke fun at any and everything at all? Like, come on. And I heard people make excuses like they had somebody in their family pass and they made jokes about them and like their personality and how they wore clothes or how they looked and stuff like that. I consider that stuff to be completely different because you're not saying it in a, you're not like downgrading their level of respect. And it's also within your own family. These are people who are in the position that they are right now in 2024 and in the previous years, highly, and other people too, but a good portion because of Martin Luther King Jr. Just don't see it as the same thing. Maybe it's because he's a historical figure and I love history so much. Maybe that's why I'm seeing it that way. But I even showed this to Ram and I'm like, bro, this is ignorant. And he didn't disagree with me. So what is it? He isn't into history like I am, but he still see how ignorant and stupid this stuff is. Can someone explain to me why this is necessary? Why this picture had to be made? Why does he need grills? How is grills part of the culture? Come on, man. Like so much stuff that we always try to make excuses for, or we can't, correct people or say, this type of behavior or this type of thinking isn't positive or isn't going to get you the type of results that you want. Whenever I try to say something like that, oh, you gotta have some dumbass talking about why you're trying to act right, why you're trying to, you know, be Uncle Tom, or you're trying to have us be just like the white people. I'm like, bro, at a certain point, good behavior brings about better results. And no matter if you're black, white, brown, or yellow, any polka dot in between, give a shit. I don't care. It's still gonna be the same. You can't be acting stupid and then expect good results. You can't be uneducated and then expect to get a high skilled job that pays you a lot of money. I don't get it. I don't understand why we, at least when I was growing up, and even still nowadays, yes, still nowadays, we don't put the emphasis on education, learning, reading, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We don't put emphasis on that. We just put emphasis on being entertaining, being funny, always cracking jokes. Like, come on, man. At a certain point, I don't know, almost want to say like we gotta grow up out of this stupid way of thinking because what good is it doing for us? I don't see it. I truly don't see it. And it's even more sad, like I said earlier, people we want to look up to or put on the pedestal or think they're like a queen, quote unquote, or a king, quote unquote, or a legend or iconic. Often people who really don't contribute very much to our communities or society. Usually entertainers like rappers or singers. Half the time they're talking about bullshit in their songs like killing each other, selling drugs, having multiple baby mamas, or starting on other people within their own community saying they're broke or saying like I fucked your woman or like all this other stupid ignorant shit or saying how many baby mamas or baby daddies they have. Like, come on, man. At a certain point, when does the insanity stop? There's always some excuse for some bullshit that's going on. And I don't care what you say or how you feel. This isn't about white people, Spanish people, European people, Asian people. This is about our people to get what we want. And if you ask me at this point, and I said it like in like a week ago when I did that video of those like 4-year-old girls, 4 or 5-year-old girls freaking singing and dancing to Sexy Red. Where she talking about all this explicit stuff and the song is called Rich Baby Daddy. I said it then and I'll say it again. Can we be saved? I think Ram already given up on that, and like he told me, like you just gotta save the people that's willing to, be around you and the people that you care about. You can't worry about saving the world because it's fucked. It's fucked. And honestly, like he's right. Seems pretty fucked because as much people that you have talking down on this type of stuff right here, you have 10 more people saying there's nothing wrong with it. This is the culture. This is who we are. Like, come on, man. We're not greater than grills and do-rags. And I'm not saying you're a bad person if you use them. I'm just saying we're not greater than that. That's not our culture. When you think of Asian culture, I don't think of like what? I don't think of the yakuza or like a Japanese gang culture. I don't think about stuff. I think about like hard work, diligence, very smart, studious, education. That's what I think about Japanese culture. Chinese culture, like hard working, German culture, hard working. That's the type of stuff that I think of when I hear those different like countries or nationalities. I don't really see people in those other nationalities defending people doing stupid, ignorant criminal activity and saying that's part of the culture. And I'm not saying this stuff right here is criminal activity. I'm saying all the other stuff I mentioned beforehand. And let's be honest, some people who do like some people who do have grills and a whole bunch of stuff like that, they may be part of like a gang or something like that, or crime or something like that, but that's not a guarantee. Some people are, some people aren't. I wonder how many people would defend those people if they were. Who knows? I've done the video, I think at least 2 or 3 times about people saying, free my friend, free my nigga, free my bro. He ain't doing nothing wrong. He ain't do nothing. He ain't hurt nobody. He just robbed about 5 people, shot one, fled from the police, and try to attack a judge. But free my homie. He ain't hurt nobody. Same type of people who I think are some of the biggest enemies to our community. Because not only do they have friends that do evil criminal shit, they defend them and enable it. And that's why we keep getting people who are actually good and innocent and actually can contribute to our community in bad positions. Yeah, it's hard to pull yourself out of poverty if you have to constantly worry about somebody like, robbing you or trying to kill you if you're not in the gang, or you have to get in the gang to survive. Like, we can't just look at ourselves in the mirror and say, like, how is this positive for us? Killing ourselves over property and stuff we don't even own. Killing ourselves over poison that will only get you in prison for at least a decade if you're caught to begin with. Is it worth it? I don't think so. I don't understand how being educated, reading, having self-respect is like lame. Like, come on. Who is pushing this shit out here? I'll never forget. I think I was in high school. I don't know who. It might have been Future, but it was like some song where time some real nigga move that dope, and it just threw me off because like he's a real nigga because he's selling dope. I'm like, oh god, I could see why people who don't have good father figures, whether it be a coach or your father or your uncle or anybody at all, could possibly go down this path. Because if you have people who are being idolized and put on the pedestal, talking about this bullshit, and everybody cheering them on, you see all the money they get, the women, the houses, the fame. You're like, well, if that's how they did it, I guess I should try that out too. Like, that's my image. That's what I'm seeing. That's the lesson put in front of me. I don't have anything else. I'm not aware of anything else. I don't get it. I truly don't get it. I probably never will. Probably to the day I die, I probably would never get it. And that's pretty damn sad. Because that only means that we're still doing stupid shit. We're still defending dumbass activity and dumbass behaviors. And to be honest, that is kind of sad. But like Ram said, can't save everybody. Don't even try. Fuck it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm perfectly understanding if you disagree with me on this. I just don't think he should be, in my eyes, disrespected like this. It's just not necessary. There's pictures of him in jail when he was wrongfully arrested for the stuff that he did. There's pictures of him with his children. Like, there are pictures of him marching with other civil rights leaders. Why is this necessary? This is stupid. That is how I truly feel. It is fucking stupid. But that's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Logos, and I'll see you next time. Peace.